Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Moore. I'm back again with another video. So, today's video, I'm just going to give you guys a trade update, the trade that I took and why did I take this trade, and so on and so forth. So, as you guys know, I may have blown account. I blew my funded account, which is okay. We learned a lot from that account, but now we're going to move on and be better and develop. So, I did get another funded account, and I'm currently up $400 on it. Now, it's still Blue Guardian. I'm just up on this account already. Now let me break down this trade. So this is literally the same trade on EURUSD. This pair overall, it has great potential. It's retesting the head and shoulders, and it's gonna go to the downside for the sells. So daily, going bullish, it's bearish daily anyways, but it's retesting it, air ventures, around psychological level, and all that stuff. So cool. Literally, this is the trade that I took, and I lost on it, but it's my fault. I didn't wait for the right entry, and I took it on Sunday night. I gotta stop doing that. Only take trades on Mondays. But this is the trade that I took a few minutes ago. So I literally waited for price. Price came to the air ventures with the round psychological level. Did its thing. You can see right here, this double top. So I'm like, okay, cool. Big bearish momentum kid. So when price breaks below, it always comes back and retests. So it retested it. Then when it retested it, I just waited for another entry signal, which it did give me right here, my evening star pattern. And then right when price came down here, I entered the trade, and then as you can tell, price closed right there. And then yeah, price kept going. So now we're currently up 420 on this account. I have faith in this account. We're just gonna let it go, set and forget. And yeah, the reason I'm already in drawdown on this account is because I did take this trade last night. The one that I took on my other funded account, I took it on here as well. And I had put 2%, which is $2,000 on this, but I had woken up just in time, so I just closed my profits. I lost 1,500 on this trade. I put 2,000 on it, but I lost 1,500. Which is all right. I just closed it up. But on the other account, I just didn't feel like, because if I had closed on the other account, I would have like $200 left to play with the account before I blow it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it blow and whatever. I don't even care. But I did close it early, so we're only down 1,500. But let me show y'all. I was in this trade right here on AUD USD, and it was up at one point. So right here, right about right here, I closed the trade off, took my profits, which is, let me show y'all, account history, just show y'all where it's at. So I literally took my profit. I was up like $800 at one point, but price started having to pull back, and I thought it was making a higher low to continue making a higher high, but as you can tell, it shifted on 15 minutes, go bearish. So I was like, you know what, I'm not taking the risk. So I literally just closed my profits and took my $300, which brought me back a little bit more in the account. And now I'm currently in this trade. Right here. So just gonna let this trade play out. It's a 1 to 3. So yeah, just let the trade be. I'll keep you guys updated on this account so far. See y'all. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Moore, and I'm back again. So it's currently May 15th, 2024. I'm just giving you guys an update on the challenge so far. So this is the funny challenge so far. As you can tell, we've only taken 4 trades. We're down 1,600 on the account, but I explained each trade. So as you can tell, yeah, it was a 100K account, we're down 1,600. So these are the trades that I've taken. I've taken 4 trades. I'm 50% now, 2 wins, 2 losses. There are wins, but I'll explain how I got those wins. I know it's like $83, $350. Why is that? I'm gonna explain it. So first trade I took, right? This is the same one that I took on my other account, and I blew it. Price was having this push, so I was like, okay, cool. I went to bed. Woke up the next morning, I see that price is in drawdown. Now, before it hits my stop loss, I think it was more up here. Before it hit my stop loss, I usually put 2% on this account, so I put 2,000 on it. But it was already halfway there, and I was telling myself, you know what? Price is gonna come and hit my stop loss. Might as well cut my losses short, right? So I just cut it off and took my 1,500. Took my loss. Cool. AUD USD, right here. So AUD USD. As I cut my loss later on that day, I took this trade right here. Boom. This trade was doing perfect. It was doing this thing, going up, and then price started having this big pullback. When this price started having this big pullback right here, I literally took out my profits right here. I think it was like right here somewhere. I took out my profits because I was like, you know what? I'm already up. I was up like 800-ish. The price was pulling back, so I was like, you know what? I'm just taking my profits, and that's it. Because it's having a strong move. Like, all these candles just happened at the same time. So I was like, whoa, okay. So, caught my took my profits, 357. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just wait for price to give me another entry to take the trade again. And then Euro USD. This is what made me so mad, right? I took this trade. Literally, when I got wicked out, when I cut my luscious short, I was like, okay, cool. I'm still waiting. I'm still want to take this trade because I think my analysis was correct. So, price literally came, Eric Ventures, around psychological level, double top, all that stuff. Took the trade, right? This trade was a beautiful trade. Bro, this trade was playing out perfectly like I wanted to. Perfectly. I was up like something, like around $1,000 for sure. But you know, let me just show y'all. Price was not on my take profit left yet. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just let it do his thing. Let it do his thing. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, that's funny. But then price, I woke up at like 4 to check my phone. And I see price is doing good. Okay, cool. I wake up at like 5:15 to check that, right? So I wake up and I see price is having this big push right here. So I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on? Why is price having this big push? I guess news dropped the London section. I didn't check. But price is having this big push right here. So price, I was like, you know what? Price is gonna come back to my entry again. Why? Like, just cut my profits. So I ended up closing like around here somewhere, which is why I got my $83, just my profit on that. And then later on that day, me being selfish or me trying to make back the money, this isn't just me being greedy. But I was waiting for news to drop. When news dropped, I entered. I literally entered like right here. It was more like, I entered right here when price was already kind of low. And it was up for a few minutes. And then, you know, when price pulled back, I thought it was just going to keep going, but it never did. So, took a loss on that, lost 500 on it. Which is cool, which is fine. I'm alright with that. But, honestly, the markets have been a little iffy this week. All the trades that I wanted, it didn't do what I wanted to do, which is fine. And that's one thing I've realized too. I was mad at the markets because the markets weren't doing what I wanted to do. Instead of just leaving my feelings out of the charts and just looking at what the market is doing, learning what the market is telling me, I was too focused on, I want to be right. I want to be right. Like, I want the market to do this. I want the market to do that. I want the market to prove me right. I was so focused on that I couldn't read the market. And I couldn't read that. It was telling me, hey, I'm not reversing. I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep buying. And yeah, that was on me. I'll take responsibility for that. I just realized, man, I just got to read the market. Listen to what the market is telling me. If the market is telling me it's not going to sell, then why are you trying to force it to sell? Just look, I thought it was going to sell because weekly Head and Shoulders is retesting, so I thought it was going to sell, but obviously market is not selling, which is all right. I don't really care too much. But just don't be greedy and read what the market's telling you. The market tells you what it wants to do. You just got to pay attention to it. That's it. And then AD USD, will do the same thing. Bro, and I tell you, I wanted to take this trade last night. I could have taken this trade last night, but I didn't. And it kind of hurts me a little bit, but at the same time, I don't really care. So, price, as you can tell, it's a double top on 30-minute, right? That's not why I wanted to take it. Triple top on the 15-minute. Price finally broke below. I was watching this whole move last night, which is why it hurts me because I'm like, I should have taken this trade. But you can't change anything. So, price had this big move right here. I'm like, okay, price breaks below the triple top. It has to come retest the neckline before continuing to sell. So I put my alarm. I haven't moved it. Price never came back. I mean, this wick right here, but I want the candlestick to close here, so it never closed. Price never came back to retest it. It kept dropping. I was watching this whole move right here. And then I was like, you know what? Price is going to come back during the night. I'm going to just let it go. I let it go, right? Price had this pullback right here. Never came back to retest it. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Then price had this big push down. Big old push down right here. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really care too much. I woke up this morning and I see price is reversing. I'm like, okay, cool. Price is going to come back and retest it finally so I can enter the trade. Now, price stops right here, and then news drops. And as you can tell, it melted. If I had taken this trade, I would have got my take profit. Y'all literally see, I would have hit my take profit perfectly. Literally would have hit my take profit. But I wasn't sure. I wasn't confident in this trade. It didn't give me what I wanted to do. It didn't give me the interest signal that I wanted. So didn't take the trade. So I did follow my rules. I was disciplined with this trade. And it's like one of the few times that I want to be disciplined, I actually follow my rules and wait for the trade. That's when it plays out. But when I don't and I rush it in, that's when I lose. So I don't get it. But I follow my rules. I was disciplined. I'm not really mad about that. At least I did something good. And yeah, that's basically it though. So next week, I mean, I'm not I'm not looking for any more trades the rest of the week. Just focusing on other stuff, relaxing. I will be looking at a chart still, but just not looking to take a trade and just set up for the next week. A lot of good trades I have for next week. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Follow my Instagram. I finally got social media back as well for a little bit. So yeah, tap in, go follow my Instagram, and I hope you have a good one. And remember, stay focused, consistent, and disciplined. And remember, the magic you're looking for is in the work you are avoiding. See y'all.